Hey, are you done at the hospital yet? I'm on my way to pick you up.
Hello? Who is this?
It's me, Emma, your daughter-in-law. How was your foot rehab today?
I don't know anyone named Emmer, sweetheart.
Oh, don't play around. I'm Jacob's wife, the one who dropped you off at the hospital this morning.
Wife? My son doesn't even have a girlfriend.
Well, that was true until last month. I visited you with the family before we got our marriage license.
Ah, you're that sneaky one, right?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
You've been coming to my house lately. You've got really curly hair. I can't believe how bouncy it is. I don't remember giving anyone the keys to my house, but you just walked in without permission. Who taught you your manners? You need to show some respect.
Mrs. Sinclair, I've already told you many times. It's just my natural hair. I was born this way.
Are you sure you're not just neglecting it?
It doesn't matter what you say. I like my hair the way it is.
Come on now. You're being a bit too aggressive. If you were a little more reserved, you'd still be gorgeous. I guess that's just how people from your country are.
My father is a full-fledged American citizen. And I grew up in New York my whole childhood. I'm 100% American.
Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? Being rude and all. I don't know what you're saying, but I guess you and your dad are cut from the same cloth.
Please don't speak badly of my father. Why won't you even come meet my parents?
And what am I supposed to do if I meet them? How could a family like yours merge with such a prestigious family like ours? I'd be too embarrassed to face my friends.
The wedding is in 2 weeks, and I don't want that to be the first time you meet my parents. We have a lot of preparations to do. So why don't you join us for a meeting?
Wedding ceremony? This isn't just playing house?
We aren't playing around. If it's not that, then what else could it be?
You can't expect me to take your hotel wedding seriously. And for the bride to wear a dress that reveals so much skin is improper. It's a rule that all brides who marry into the Sinclair family must wear an elegant white wedding dress and have the wedding at a church.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but you're telling me all this a little bit too late. Jacob reserved the location himself, saying it would be easy to invite people from his job. Jacob didn't tell me anything about what you're saying.
What exactly are you saying, sweetie? Now you want to shift the blame to me?
I didn't mean it that way, but I am sure Jacob went to you for advice before we decided on the ceremony. Wouldn't it be your fault, then, for not taking it seriously?
See, right there. You're shifting the blame. First it was Jacob's fault. Now it's mine. I really don't like it when people like you immediately stop playing victim and try to make excuses.
Mrs. Sinclair, regardless of whether it's because of my race or because I'm first-generation American, I just want to be friends with you. Please, just try to cooperate with me.
I don't want to. Why should I be friends with you? My own father, you know. He died in the war a long time ago, and after that, my mother and I had to be responsible for the whole family. It's a lot of hard work. How hard do you think it was for us to bring our family to where we stand today?
Well, I can't imagine how hard it must have been for you.
Of course you wouldn't, and I won't let you find out.
But really, I already consider you my family. That's why I even go as far as bringing you to and from the hospital for your checkups.
Pretty arrogant of you to assume we're friends, when we are most certainly not. You're just after our money anyways. Even taking me to and from the hospital, it's just a way to score brownie points. You can fool Jacob, but not me.
That is not the case at all. I'm just trying to help in any way I can.
Whatever you say, darling. I wonder what my son is doing with a woman like you, who hasn't shown her true colors. My oldest son's wife is terrible, but she's far better than you.
Please, don't talk to me like that. Jacob and I were in the same department in college and had a serious relationship. Stop talking like I've tricked him into this relationship or something.
I knew I shouldn't have made Jacob go to New York. There are lots of people like you around. Sadly, that's why he ended up getting tied up with you.
Please, just stop. I'm coming to pick you up, so just please wait for me.
I don't know a single family member who would treat me the way you do without some ulterior motive. I've worked hard my entire life. Just please leave me be, so I can peacefully enjoy the rest of my life.
I don't have any ill intentions. I just need you to relax and listen to me. I'll be there at 4:30 p.m. Let's talk on the ride home.
Oh, I'm so tired. I just finished up at work and I'm on my way home now. Emma, thanks for picking up my mom today.
Hey, Jacob. I'm pretty tired too.
How did everything go with my mom? Did she say anything weird?
Well, a lot of things. I guess she still can't stand the fact that we're not the same race.
I'm really sorry she's like that. We just got married and I'm already asking you to take care of her. Our house is in such a rural place, so the hospital won't come that far to pick her up. It must be hard even for you to drive her.
It's no problem. I said I'd do it. It doesn't even take an hour by car. We can't just have your brother and his wife alone to take care of her.
Well, my brother and his wife live together with my mom. You know, she needs a wheelchair, so it makes things even harder. We have to make her food soft enough for her to chew. She needs help taking a bath, going to the bathroom, etc.
She needs help at the toilet even at night, too. I think it's pretty hard. So we have to do our part, too. We can't have your brother and his wife do everything.
I wish we could renovate her house to make it easier for her to get around. In old houses, it gets really cold and it's really bad on your feet. I'd like to get her into a nursing home if possible. My bro and I told her we were thinking about it, and she accused us of trying to kick her out of the house.
I hate to say this, but your mom can be really stubborn. I wanted her to at least meet my parents before the wedding. I told her on the ride home, but she wouldn't listen to me at all. When she starts talking about the war, I can't even say anything back to her.
How can I put it? My mom doesn't really mind that we're not the same race or anything. She just feels the need to complain about something.
Oh, it kind of feels that way. She always mentions stuff like not liking the color of my skirt, or my lipstick is too flashy. Stuff like that. She's always got something to say.
It was tough, even when my brother's wife came to visit for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, because Michelle is just a little bit taller than my brother. She got really mad at that and went off about her somehow being disrespectful by being taller than him.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Talk about trying to pick a fight.
I know, right? Well, for my brother, it's no laughing matter. Imagine living in the same house as someone like that, not to mention it being the person you're there to take care of.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I really don't know why. She's always trying to fight with people.
I think it's just her trying to act tough. I think she isn't keen on having people she doesn't really know, changing the norm that she is used to.
Ah, it sure seems like that. She's kind of like the king of the hill.
Kind of like that. Since my dad died 3 years ago, I feel like she's been changing every day. She might just be sad, but there is nothing to do about it.
I feel a little sorry for you when I hear that.
Yeah, but there's a limit to certain things. You may laugh it off and just let it slide. But that doesn't mean you haven't been hurt.
Well, I'm just trying my best to fit into your family.
I'm so sorry. My mother insists they are a great family, but we only really had money up until my grandfather's time. Now, all that's left is just a big, old, shabby house in the countryside. They were too worried about losing face, and it was a real hassle dealing with my parents.
That doesn't sound healthy. It's like they cared more about what other people think instead of you guys.
Yeah, it really was tough growing up in that situation. But I guess my parents wanted the both of us to be the best we could. I've always had a hard time standing the pressure when I was at my parents' house. I really respect my brother and Michelle for living together with her.
Yeah, me too. I really don't have much to complain about. I only bring her from the hospital just once a week.
I really think you're doing a good job. If anything else comes up, don't hesitate to tell me. It's not like you have to do everything.
Thank you. That's really helpful. I wonder if your mom would approve of me if she saw the wedding.
I'm glad you care about what she thinks. But the most important thing about our wedding is that you enjoy it. It is your day after all. You don't have to worry about her that much.
I wish I didn't have to, but it's the least I can do. We're a family now.
My mom would honestly keep complaining even if she came to the wedding. We're doing the best we can in this situation. If she gets really stubborn, I won't be able to deal with her anymore.
Okay, I hear you. I'll try not to worry about it too much.
Yeah, try not to. Oh, what about your parents? Did they seem happy about the wedding?
Yeah, definitely. My dad is already nervous about walking me down the aisle.
That sounds good.
I'll try to talk with your sister-in-law to ask for help about your mom. I can definitely learn a lot from her.
I think that's a good idea. Michael and I are seeing how we feel about a nursing home for Mom. So you might not have to put up with her antics soon.
Then I'll call tomorrow.
Okay, I hear you. I'll be home soon.
I'm on my way to pick you up now. Please wait for me at the usual place.
Who are you?
This again? We drove together last time, right? It's Emma.
I don't know anyone by the name Emma.
Mrs. Sinclair, about next week's wedding day. I have something important to tell you.
Oh, is that you, Mrs. Lloyd? From next door?
Are you listening to me? I want to have a chat with you again on our ride home.
Well, you listen to me for a moment, Mrs. Lloyd. I'm a little embarrassed to say this. Recently, there's a shameless woman who's after all of my money. I'm troubled because she somehow managed to trick my son into marrying her.
Mrs. Lloyd is your neighbor that passed away last year, no? That's what I heard from Jacob. You should get a grip on reality.
I'm really disappointed in Jacob. I raised him with great care and attention, and didn't cut corners, even though he's my second son. He grew up to be an idiot who was fooled by some girl who wears way too much makeup. What an ungrateful son he grew up to be.
Mrs. Sinclair, I don't mind if you disrespect me, but please don't even talk about Jacob, your own son, like that.
Oh, now you are showing your true colors. Are you going to tell me to leave my own house now? Just like Michael and his wife did? You all treat me like I'm some sort of a burden. It's my house. You hear me?
Michelle already said it before. She said that the old house has a lot of steps, so it's challenging to take care of you there. Yet Michelle still takes care of you every day, does she not?
Especially you, with your kinky hair. Stay away from my family, you demon.
First I'm a minx, now I'm a demon.
Yes, with whatever witchcraft you practice in your real country. You demon. You're the demon that torments me.
Mrs. Sinclair, I'll listen to what you have to say later, but for the meantime, I'm coming to pick you up.
Don't come for me. Don't you dare come for me. I won't ever let demons come and get me.
But if I don't pick you up, how are you getting home? And think about the hospital staff. Someone else would have to look after you if you don't leave.
I said don't come. I don't even want to look at you. I'll call the police if you think of coming near me. I'll tell them that a harlot is after our money.
Okay, do what you want. Well, I won't come for you, so please calm down. I'll ask Michelle if she can pick you up instead. Just give me a second.
Emma, hello. What's going on? Today's the wedding ceremony. Why is no one here? What are you talking about? I noticed that Michael and Michelle weren't at home. I can't reach Jacob either. What's going on? Is this just your plot to get rid of me? Isn't it?
Who are you?
Huh?
Oh, are you the pest? There's a pest that's been bothering us all for a long time. A pest that doesn't know how to show gratitude.
What are you talking about? Is this some sick joke? Please stop it now.
Michelle said she had a hard time with the pest. Even if she fed them, they wouldn't even warm up to her. Even if she cleaned up the mess they made in the bathroom, or helped them take a bath, not even a single thank you.
What? What are you talking about?
Are you not a demon? Maybe you just lash out at us because we're your son's wives.
Don't be silly. Where's Jacob? He's with you right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's here, but he isn't interested in talking to demons.
You better remember who you're talking to.
I actually can't remember, because I don't know you.
What are you saying? You were calling me Mrs. Sinclair. Until the other day, you always called me whenever you were bored, didn't you?
Okay, but the other day, you said you don't have any real family members around. Did you not? I think I tried my best to be very accommodating towards you, seeing as you're my mother-in-law, but you keep saying you have no family and you pretend not to know me. I can only assume that you and I are strangers. If I don't think like that, then I would be very hurt.
That's because you all wanted to get rid of me. You lot are all in the wrong.
We're not trying to kick you out. We are worried about you, and just want you to move to a place where you can feel safe. That's it. We came together as a family and made this decision.
Okay. I get it now. But enough of all that. I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
Will you come and pick me up, please? Actually, I've been needing to use the toilet for a while now.
It was you who told me to never visit you again, wasn't it? So I can't come help you. I'm sorry.
I'll take it back. I'll never ask. Ever again. Come on, Emma. Please don't do this out of spite. Come and get me. I want to attend your wedding.
But it has to be a church ceremony, right? You said our big ceremony was just us playing house.
That's not what I meant. I said those things because I thought you were just after the money. No, you were the only one thinking about the money. Huh? Hold on a second. I can hear a cart pulling up in our front yard. Did you have a change of heart, my dear Emma?
Nope.
Wait. Who are those people? They are at the door now, and they're trying to open it without asking me. Why do they have my house key?
Looks like they've arrived. Those people are your new family?
Huh? What new family?
Last week, I talked to Michelle about a lot of things. I even forwarded her the messages I had with you. And then Michelle sent it to Michael. I heard Michael was running around like a headless chicken after seeing those messages.
What are you saying?
He himself said, "My mom's finally gone crazy." It's safe to say he was very shocked, but he said he would have to take care of it right away.
What are you talking about? I'm not crazy. You know that I'm not, right?
Michael did some research on nursing homes that help patients with Alzheimer's and weak legs. He managed to find an opening at one of the homes.
You think I have Alzheimer's? I don't.
Oh, of course. I denied that you had Alzheimer's when Jacob came to ask me. I specifically said that you were not going crazy.
Then why?
But actually, I didn't know this. But it seems that popular nursing homes have a long waiting list. If we miss it today, the spot will be given to another person. We decided that this would be a good opportunity for you to move to the nursing home.
I would never allow such a thing. I'm not leaving my own home.
Why not? Is it about the Sinclair money? We can put it all into the use of the nursing home, right? You really didn't want your money taken away from you, did you, huh? Well, technically, it's not being taken away from you. It's being used on you.
How dare you use my money? You know better than that.
Michael and Jacob both said that if I told you, you would never like it. We decided to leave the keys with the nursing home today and have them come pick you up. There are patients who sometimes get lonely because no one is there for them, so the nursing home picks them up instead. Kind of childish, getting sad all by yourself.
What ungrateful sons I gave birth to. Even Michelle. One of you could have just talked to me, and look where we have ended up.
I tried to talk to you, okay?
Lies! I can say whatever I want.
It's true. I told you I had something important to tell you about my wedding day next week, didn't I? You just ignored me.
About that. I thought you were just going to ask me to meet your parents again. If you really had such important news, why didn't you try harder to give me that information?
I'm sorry. I have to go. The ceremony is about to start. You'll have to hear the rest of the explanation from the people who are to bring you to the nursing home. I'm sure Michelle is packing up your stuff at the door as we speak. I'll visit your ward again when things settle down.
No. I'm never leaving this place. You need to make them leave now. I said I am not crazy.
Oh man, I always wonder about that. Anyways, let me tell you something interesting about the nursing home you're going to now. It's actually pretty famous for having a super homey atmosphere and a bunch of friendly staff. So, for next time, try your best not to forget their names, because those folks are like a new family member who's gonna be kind to you, you know? My own mother-in-law was a tough cookie when she was in a nursing home. She didn't really try to make friends or anything, so she ended up feeling super isolated. Sometimes when I swung by to drop off a few things, she'd just be sitting there all zoned out in a corner, and I wouldn't know what to do. There was even this one time when she straight up asked me who Jacob was. Bless her heart. Turns out she has Alzheimer's and it was hitting her pretty hard. But you know what's interesting? Whenever me or Michelle would bring her some clothes or snacks, she would light up and give us this big old smile saying thank you. It's like she forgot about her pride and started appreciating the little things in life. It's crazy to think that my mother-in-law finally found some peace in all of that. I'll never forget the things she said to me. But because of her, I can now live a more peaceful life myself. I hope that I can build a trusting relationship with my own mother-in-law and my family, you know? Let her be the bad example that teaches us what not to do.